Hello guys, and welcome to another MK Mobile character review, today featuring the one and only MK11 Raiden. As usual guys, please note the date when this video has been recorded, because a lot of things may have changed since then, and if you're not aware of the matrix I'm using in order to evaluate characters, you can find it on the top right corner of the screen. So without any further ado, let's put MK11 Raiden to the test. By the way guys, please let me know in the comments whether you like how this video sounds in terms of my voice and the background music. I want to know whether you like it like this or whether you want me to increase the volume of the background music or the volume of my voice. That would be important for me. Anyways, let's start with reviewing the stats of MK11 Raiden. His attack is 52,164, which is the 20th highest in the game and the 5th highest in the GOAT League. The hit points, they're 114,816, the 13th highest in the game and the 2nd highest among the GOAT characters. Only Classic Melina has higher hit points than MK11 Raiden. The toughness, it is 37,800, which is 28th highest in the game and the 10th highest in the GOAT League. And the recovery, again 37,800, the 27th highest in the game and the 12th highest in the GOAT League. The power generation is only 100%, so for his stats, MK11 Raiden gets 18 points out of 28. Electric Fly, this is the name of MK11 Raiden Special 1, and quite honestly it is a pretty bad special attack, especially for an MK11 character. So, where should we start? First of all, the ability can be completely blocked by the opponent. It has Dispel as buff. It can be cast from distance, however the first 2 mini hits will miss and they deal approximately 30% of the total damage of the special attack. The ability is lethal, it consists of 4 mini hits and it has the single multi-tap circle as minigame, which is in my opinion the easiest minigame in MK Mobile. When it comes to damage, the minimum damage of the ability is 15,492, which is the 38th highest in the game and the 18th highest among the GOAT characters, and the maximum damage is 30,985, the 39th highest overall and the 21st in the GOAT League. As you can see, the damage is the main issue of this special attack, really underwhelming, especially once again for an MK11 character who is extremely hard to obtain, especially for a new player. Okay, let's proceed with the properties of the ability. Once again, it can be blocked by the opponent, it has Dispel as buff, it can be cast from distance, however the first 2 mini hits will miss, it is lethal, it consists of 4 mini attacks and it has the single multi-tap circle as mini game. So for his special 1, MK11 Raiden gets 8.3 out of 13 possible points. Special 2 of MK11 Raiden guys is called Heaven's Reign. What you need to know about the ability is first that again it can be completely blocked by the opponent unfortunately, it has power generation as buff, it can be cast from distance, however the last mini attack will miss, which is very bad because it actually deals 50% of the total damage of the special ability, so definitely you have to be careful when you cast the special attack and you are away from the opponent. Also, the ability is lethal, it consists of 6 mini attacks and it has the 2 single tap circles as mini game. When it comes to damage, the minimum damage of Raiden Special 2 is 43,035, which is the 27th highest in the game and the 9th highest among the GOAT characters. The maximum damage is 86,070, the 26th highest overall and the 7th highest in the GOAT League. So there's improvement compared to his Special 1 performance when it comes to damage. So let's repeat once again the properties of Raiden Special 2. It can be blocked by the opponent, it has power generation as buff, it can be cast from distance, however the last mini attack will miss, which is unfortunate because it is the most important mini attack in his special ability. Special 2 of Raiden is lethal, it consists of 6 mini attacks and it has the 2 single tap circles as mini game. So for his Special 2, MK11 Raiden gets 11.2 out of 19 possible points. Thunder Take You, this is the name of the fatal blow of MK11 Raiden and it really looks awesome. I can say that I like it better than Raiden's original X-Ray. It is a really good looking move. However, there's two things you need to know about it. First, it cannot be cast from distance. If you cast it from mid-range, the ability will fail, so you have to be close to the opponent. Keep that in mind, guys. And also it has power drain as debuff, which is not great for X-rays, but still it is a very useful debuff. When it comes to damage, the damage of the fatal blow of MK11 Raiden is 103,284, which is the 34th highest in the game and the 11th highest among the gold characters. Once again, the ability has power drain as debuff and it cannot be cast from distance. So for his fatal blow, MK11 Raiden gets 1.7 out of 4 possible points, and the total amount of points he gets for his special attack adds up to 20.9 out of 36 possible. I'm not going to lie, guys, the basic attacks of MK11 Raiden are pretty damn awesome. First of all, he's really fast, one of the fastest characters in the game, like the other Raiders, by the way. All Raiders in the game are quite fast, and he is not an exception to this rule. And on top of that, his chaining is also very nice. He always pushes the opponents back when they're blocking, which is really useful, even after 2.2. And of course, another good thing about it is that his passive works pretty good with his basic attacks, because after any combo ender you have a chance to stun the opponent, and once you stun the opponent, this means that you can complete another 2 basic attack combinations, which is first free damage and second free power for you, and on top of that you have a chance to stun him once again so that you can repeat the process. So really, I don't have anything bad to say about MK11 Raiden basic attacks. I do believe they're one of the best in the game, so I'll be giving him 4.5 for speed and 4.5 for chaining, for a total of 9 out of 10 possible points. The passive of MK11 Raiden, guys, is called Relentless God. Basically what it does is that it has chance to stun the opponent on successful combo ender, which is incredible. Second, and when he completes 3 combo enders, he disables the opponent's combo enders for the entire match. And third, MK11 teammates are immune to power drain. Now this passive is not really bad, it is very good passive. However, the only problem I have with it is that it is not as good as the other MK11 characters' passes. Now first, it is always good to stun the opponent to a successful combo ender. By the way, if you stun the opponent with MK11 Raiden's passive, then you can basically deal 2 basic attack combinations for free, which is incredible. Basically that means that you can keep the opponent stunned all day. Really useful. The second part of his passive though, I mean, when MK11 Raiden performs 3 combo enders, he disables the opponent's combo enders for the entire match. Okay, but by the time you've performed 3 combo enders on the opponent, he should be already dead, so this is kind of a totally useless. And on top of that, even the opponent isn't dead. I mean, disabling his combo enders doesn't add almost any value. If, for example, on the 3rd combo ender you disable his special 1 or special 2, that would have been much better, but just disabling the combo enders? Who cares, really? And the third part of his passive, MK11 teammates are immune to power drain. That is really good. However, there's only one issue with it, that if you remove Raiden and put Treacherous Tanya in the team, it has almost the same effect. And by the way, if you apply, there's a talent that reduces the amount of power being drained from you, and if you apply this talent to the Treacherous Tanya being in your team, then you have MK11 Raiden in your team. It has absolutely the same effect. No real difference. And actually, Treacherous Tanya reduces the power drain on every teammate. The teammate doesn't have to be MK11, while Raiden does it only to MK11 characters. So in a way, I believe you got my idea. The passive MK11 Raiden is good, but it is first, it is not good enough, and second, it's just not unique in terms of there are other characters who can do the same and do it even better. So I'll be giving 16 out of 20 points for his passive. MK11 Raiden is just an Elder God, so he gets 1.4 classes and 0 points for tagging attack. MK11 Raiden, guys, is not a bad character, definitely he is a good character, but he just feels underwhelming for an MK11 card. His stats are okay, not great but definitely not bad. His special 1, however, is a disgrace, really bad. His special 2 is okay, but it can be blocked by the opponent and it will miss 50% of the damage if casted at mid range. In addition to that, his passive is good, but there's already characters in the game who can do such things as MK11 Raiden, and on top of that they can do it not only to MK11 teammates but to all characters in the game. So definitely there is no reason to pick MK11 Raiden over any of the other MK11 characters in an MK11 team, simply because he doesn't add that much value. So I believe you got my idea, guys. He's a good character, but the fact that he's MK11 and the fact that he's so difficult to obtain, it's just not worth grinding so long, collecting so many souls to get this character who isn't better than, for example, Treacherous Tanya. So I'll be giving just 1 out of the 3 subjective points to Raiden. Overall, he's a fun character, I like playing with him, he's very fast, very good basic attacks, however, he's just not good enough to be an MK11. Especially considering the latest addition to the team, Cabal is just insane. Compared to Raiden, he's just 2 classes above. Anyways, with my 1 subjective point, guys, MK11 Raiden scored 65.9 and we can label him as a good character. Final verdict, good character. MK11 Raiden, guys, can be an opener, however, you shouldn't expect miracles out of his special 1 even with a Devastator, keep that in mind. Apart from that, he's a decent opener, no issues there. When it comes to the characters who counter him, I believe that Assassin Jade and Assassin Kitana, if teamed with Assassin Jade, are his hardest matchups because he simply cannot use his combo ender so that he can trigger his passive, and that's really important for him sometimes in order for him to keep chaining his basic attacks over and over again. Also, other different opponents are MK11 Jade, because at some points he cannot even hit her, Ravenous Melina, she can simply tag in and kill him, and Dark Emperor Lucane, in case Raiden is an opener, he can have a lot of issues against Dark Emperor Lucane. Even though he can actually dispel the eventual snare, there's a big chance that he will get stunned in the beginning and simply killed by Dark Emperor Lucane. When it comes to characters that are easy matchups for MK11 Raiden, those should be all characters that rely on combo enders, such as for example Marksman Kunjin, even though nobody plays him unfortunately, I find him a lot of fun. Also Triborg Sub-Zero, because he can frostbite you on combo ender. MK11 Sub-Zero, he can freeze you on combo ender. Baraka, again very easy matchup for MK11 Raiden, and Pankasi of course, because she cannot really power drain you at all. Also he performs pretty good against the classic Raiden, Injustice 2 Raiden and every other character who relies on power drain. When it comes to the gear, guys, it all depends on whether you're going to use MK11 Raiden as an opener or not. If he's your opener, then give him Devastator. As an armor, give him Storm Hat or Earth Elemental Face Mask, and as accessories, Sindel String. Please guys, don't give him Blazes Life Force, because if you meet Dark Emperor Lucane as the opposing opener, you will simply die. If he is not the opener, then give him Rat Hammer or Moloch Bow and Chain. Both items work pretty good on him. Or if you're not certain of your gameplay and you want to be more sure that you're going to be breaking blocks, then give him Cento Blade, that will be still okay. As armor, again, either Earth Elemental Face Mask or Storm Hat, and as accessory, please equip him with Soul Medallion, because you need to use his special 2 as many times as possible during the game. Okay guys, we got to the teams, and probably you already guessed, there aren't a lot of teams that you can build around MK11 Raiden. Of course, you have to put him in an MK11 team with other 2 MK11 characters, that's the first thing that comes to mind. And it is totally up to you to decide which will be the 2 other MK11 characters. Of course, if you have all of them, then it is totally up to you. I believe every single MK11 combination is good. Some of them are better, but as long as you have 3 MK11 characters in a team, the team will be very strong. When it comes to Raiden outside of an MK11 team, I can think of only troll teams. For example, 3 Raidens, nothing special there, but still fun to play. A reason being, MK11 Raiden outside of an MK11 team, all he does is first, he is immune to power drain, and second, he can still stun opponents on combo enders, so he can still disable the opponent combo enders, which we already discussed. It is totally underwhelming and nobody cares about. And there's one team that I actually enjoy playing with MK11 Raiden. It's Total Troll team, and this team consists of Triborg Sub-Zero, Marksman Kun Jin, and MK11 Raiden. This is the team who relies purely on combo enders, guys, and if you want to play this team, you have to invest some talent points in the talent which is called Precision. You can find it in the attack section. This talent actually increases the chance of combo enders by 30%, and if you want to play this team, you definitely need to max this talent. So, MK11 Raiden, guys, what do you think of him? Do you like him? Do you dislike him? Please let me know in the comments. He scored 65.9 points on our scale, and we labeled him as a good character. As usual, guys, if you want to see more reviews, you can find the playlist on the top right corner of the screen. See you in the next video, guys. Take care.
Lightning strikes. Perfect.